Three things I like about the Rogue Echo bumper plates are how thin these 45s are. It's going to create more space on your loading sleeves. They have a solid durometer rating of 88. And let's be honest, they look awesome. I've been getting after it with these bumper plates for a while. So why don't we go ahead and break down my findings. What's up everybody, it's Jake back in the BarBend garage gym with another review ready to go for y'all. Today I've got some Rogue Echo bumper plates. In this video, I'm gonna tell you everything that you need to know about these plates, from the price and the features, some pros and cons you might experience, and of course, who should or maybe should not add these to their home gym. But before I get going, I gotta let you know, we've reviewed a ton of bumper plates on barbend.com. And if you wanna browse our best list, just go ahead and search BarBend best bumper plates, and you can find out for yourself which ones that we like the best. All right, so let's talk about what I like about these Rogue Echo bumper plates. First and foremost, I already said they look great, and they just really do. I can sit here and stare at them all day. It's just something about the white and the black contrasting right here. Just looks great. Also gotta say, they're pretty competitively priced compared to the rest of the market. They're right around in the middle, and they're really solidly built, so you're gonna get some really good usage. It's a really solid value right here. They have a really, really solid durometer rating of 88. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, a durometer rating is essentially how much bounce you can expect whenever you drop your bumper plates. So this is gonna range anywhere from 65 up to 100. So considering these are right at 88, it's a really solid number right there. And I also love the fact that these 45s are only 2.4 inches thick. So for any of you out there watching who, I'm jealous of, who can really max out either side of your barbell on those loading sleeves, I think you're really gonna enjoy the extra space that you're gonna have with these 45s on there. Okay, so let's talk about those potential cons you may experience with these bumper plates. Let's talk about money. Yes, I just said they're pretty competitively priced. That's still true. But in terms of buying a full set, that's where it can start to get a little bit pricey. This is mainly because, the heaviest weight's only 260 pounds. Now, that's plenty of enough weight for me for the most part. And for a lot of you, yeah, that's still true. But for anybody who needs more than that, well, you're gonna have to either purchase, one of the lighter sets or purchase individual pairs, and that's where it's gonna get, a little bit pricey. I really do love the fact that these 45s are thinner than most, they're 2.4 inches, and that's still great. I'm not taking that back either, but because they're thinner than a lot of bumper plates out there, you do run the risk of them bending or tacoing on you. Some people like to refer it that way, especially if you only have a 45 on your barbell on either side and you slam it repeatedly into the ground. You do run the risk of them bending because of how thin that profile really is. And lastly is the smell. Now, this might be pretty nitpicky, and maybe I'm being dramatic, maybe I'm not, but I pulled these out of the box, a little while ago, and they stunk. I gotta be honest, they stunk. Now, this is pretty common, with rubber and any gym equipment, it's gonna stink a little bit whenever you take them out of the packaging. So I don't want you to think Rogue did something wrong or weird or fill in the blank. But I have to say, I've reviewed a good amount of bumper plates for y'all, and I have to say these might be some of the smelliest ones that I've unpackaged. All right, so Big Sean said it best, ain't nothing more important than the moolah. So let's talk some cash. You can purchase these bumper plates in individual pairs or as a full set. So let's talk about those individual pairs first and foremost. The 10s are gonna run you about 65 bucks. The 15s are around $80. The 25 pounds, those are about 115 bucks. The 35s are basically 150. And these 45-pound plates are gonna be right around $190. Okay, so in terms of the full sets, you only have 3 different options for you to work with. And this is what I was talking about earlier, how it could get a little bit pricey. So that 160-pound set is gonna cost you about $400. 230-pound set's around $560, and that 260-pound set, that's gonna be around $640. Okay, so compared to the rest of the market with bumper plates, this is pretty average pricing, to be honest. It's not that high end of a price in my opinion, but when you compare it to, your standard iron plates, yeah, they're definitely more expensive, but that's because of the rubber. It's an added feature. It's gonna extend the lifespan of the plates, you know, because it absorbs the shock. And plus, you can do more with bumper plates, in my opinion, than you can with a standard weight plate, mainly because of your Olympic lifting. Now, considering the high quality of this product, I think it's a pretty solid deal in my opinion, and they're gonna last you at least 10 years, maybe more than that, just so long as you don't do anything super crazy with them. All right, so let's talk about the build now and some of the features with these bumper plates. First and foremost, you have stainless steel inserts in here, so that's obviously really durable, but you also have a virgin rubber coating right here, you know, that's gonna add to the lifespan even more. Like I said, these could last you at least 10 years, maybe even longer if you do in fact take the proper care of them. Once again, you have a durometer rating of 88. That's really solid. You know, once again, 100 is that highest rate you could have. So 88, that's really solid right there. Now, they do in fact meet the IWF standard diameter of 17.7 inches, but the thickness is gonna vary depending on which weight option you have. So I only have the 45s right here for you today, but 10-pound plates are 8/10 of an inch thick. The 15s are a shade over an inch thick. 25s are right around 1.5 inches thick. The 35s are 1.9 inches or so. And these 45s, once again, they're 2.4 inches thick. Now, I gotta say, these are definitely thinner than a lot of other bumper plates out there. So if you're able to, if you're strong enough to really max out a barbell, I think these are gonna be a really good choice for you because they're gonna create more space on your loading sleeves. Now, obviously these are black in color with white lettering, really pops out. Like I said, the contrast looks really good. So you can always see, which weight you're grabbing for your workouts. But if you're one of those people who would rather have some colored bumper plates, Rogue does in fact offer those. That's definitely more of a cosmetic thing, appearance thing, personal preference. It's not gonna change your workout in any way. Okay, so let's talk about those full sets. Once again, you only have 3 different ones for you to work with. So those beginners out there watching, you're most likely going to want to grab the 160-pound set, which consists of 2 10s, 2 25s, and 2 45-pound plates. So the difference between the 160 and the 230-pound set is going to be the addition of 2 35-pound plates, and the difference between the 230 and the 260-pound set is going to be the addition of 2 15-pound bumper plates. Full sets are always the way to go, in my opinion, when it comes to your best value possible. But it's kind of odd to me that there's nothing heavier than 260 pounds with these bumper plates. So you're either gonna have to, go ahead and buy another full set or purchase individual pairs, which is obviously gonna force you to spend more money than you originally intended to if you do in fact need more than 260 pounds of weight. All right, so let's go ahead and do our quick walk around now with these bumper plates. I'm gonna go ahead and slide this guy over. Let's talk about this profile. I really like the fact that there's really no sign of a seam whatsoever. I mean, if you look really up close, maybe you can see one, but I really like that. A lot of companies will either have a seam right down the middle or 2 very noticeable seams right here on either side. I think, the lack of that is gonna potentially increase the lifespan and keep this rubber right here nice and held together for a longer amount of time. While I've got it turned like this, let's go ahead and showcase the thickness right here. As I said, they're 2.4 inches. As you can see, it's just under that 2.5 mark right there. So that's really nice. You're gonna really be able to add on the plates on either side of your barbell. Now, also mentioned it's 17.7 inches in diameter, so let's go ahead and do that as well. And yeah, it's basically right there at that 17.7 inch mark. So, it's nice knowing they do in fact meet IWF standards. And honestly, I just love the look of these. Like they look nice and clean. It's a very basic look, and I just really like the contrast between the white and the black right here. It's super easy to read, obviously the Rogue, but also, which weight plate you're going to get. Now, some people might be worried about the paint right here rubbing off, but if that does happen, at least the lettering right here is raised up. So I think you're always gonna be able to see which weight you're selecting. Okay, so who should purchase the Rogue Echo bumper plates? Well, if you are in fact in the market for some new bumpers, I think you're gonna like the high quality here because of the stainless steel and that low bounce rubber. these are gonna last you a really long time. If you're able to power clean an absurd amount of weight, I think you're gonna enjoy how thin these bumper plates are, because it's gonna create that much more space on your loading sleeves for you. And lastly, once again, the high quality, and considering they're not that expensive compared to the rest of the market, I think you're getting a really solid value if you go and snag these. Okay, so what about the people who might not want to purchase these bumper plates? Well, let's talk about how thin they are. Yes, I know, I just said that's a reason for somebody to buy them. I still think that's true, but this mainly is going to be focused around people who aren't putting a bunch of weight on either side of their barbell. If you're one of those people, you're not lifting a ton of heavy weight for those power cleans, hang cleans, really anything where that barbell tends to be dropped, I'd suggest looking for some thicker bumper plates, since they do have a decreased chance of bending over repeated usage. And if you do in fact need more than 260 pounds of weight, I'd either check out some of the heavier options from Rogue or some of their competitors. Well friends, that's all I have for you today on the Rogue Echo bumper plates. I personally love these bad boys. I love the thin profile. It's gonna create more space on your barbell, specifically for those elite lifters out there who are really tacking on those plates on either side of their barbell. The stainless steel inserts and that low bounce rubber is gonna create, a really sound product. And they also have that durometer rating of 88. So there's hardly any bounce you're gonna experience with these plates right here. It would be nice if you could have some other options in terms of the full sets, but at least they're priced super competitively. Thanks for watching, y'all. I hope this video was really helpful as you look to add some new bumper plates to your home gym. As always, stay on the lookout for my next review. But for now, head over to barbend.com and you can read more about this product right here. Just search BarBend Rogue Echo Bumper Plates Review. You'll find everything I talked about here today. I'll see y'all next time.